Hey friends, I completely forgot to film a whole intro to this video, but we walked in and right away there's this cool railroad station that the kids loved to look at. There was a fun fact at every little attraction. There was so many things for them to look at and just appreciate about the railroads around us here in the Palm Desert area. It was really cool. My husband enjoyed reading about it as well. And then we just kept walking around this little place. It was like a little city just there in the very front of this zoo, which I thought was really, really cool. I think the kids would love it, as well as just all the adults just reading all the little facts that they had there, and I really appreciated it. I also wanted to mention there will not be much music in this video just because I have yet to figure out the copyright infringement. So yeah, you're going to be hearing a lot of my voice. And I hope you're okay with it because obviously you're here on my channel for that. Next, we walked by a ton of pathways and they all just look so nice and awesome to just walk in and see the adventure that they hold. Some more railroad tracks. We loved this little area. We spent like about half an hour here. My boy loved it. He just loved looking at every little detail. It was awesome. Let's go on an adventure. It's going to be so fun. We started off just walking around and just trying to familiarize ourselves with where the restrooms were and the social distancing, which I was super impressed about. And then we just started walking just to see what we could find. And the kids loved walking, to be honest with you. They didn't have a problem with it. Oh, you ready? There were so many cool pathways to just walk through. It was really cool. The kids were so excited to just find new things to go after. And they loved just walking around and finally being not in the stroller. They're always in the stroller, so it's really nice to just see them be themselves and be spontaneous. One of the first things we went to was the Australia portion, and we were so excited we did because we got to see the Australian animals. This is the emu. I have little ones that touch everything, so I was super appreciative that hand sanitizer was literally everywhere around the park. So you get in and you wait for the sliding doors and then you walk through, and at first you're like, oh my gosh, what is this? And then next thing you know, you see a bunch of birds in cages, and then boom. It was so cool. The wallabies were just right there in front of you. You could literally just go up and just pet one, but obviously we shouldn't do that. But they were just relaxing right in front of us. It was awesome. Then we turned around and we saw that there were some smaller wallabies, and then these ones had the most adorable little baby in their pouches. It was just so precious. I loved seeing it. And then my kids loved it too because it's a mama with their baby. I mean, how sweet is that? As you kept walking, you started to notice that there were way more wallabies just hanging out, literally just lounging around. And it was really, really cool. There was like about 6 to 8 of them. Then you just walk a little bit more, and there was an ostrich. Then the kids got to compare themselves to wallabies and kangaroos, the height of them, which I thought was super cool. And then as you walk out of this little area, we saw the emu again, which I just cannot handle their faces. They're so funny. Um, they're just such a mood, you know what I mean?
With a carousel? Or do we go to
Okay,
the
so
right?
let's go to the giraffes.
Giraffe?
Like I said before, the kids had no problem just walking around, looking at all the cool things to look at. There was so much just to take in about this part of nature. And then we went over to the hyenas, I believe. I cannot remember exactly what they were called. They had a specific name to them. The kids just looked at them as the hyenas. And then you keep walking and you get to this bird. There was just a lot to look at that I forgot to take down. Let's go. Let's go see where the trail leads to. So we start walking down this trail, and at the end of this awesome trail was the cutest little animal we've ever seen, which was the meerkat, which the kids totally thought of Timon from Timon and Pumbaa. And of course, he is a meerkat, so it was really cool to see him. And the kids just loved how he looked and just kept running around. It was funny. On to our next adventure. This one is probably one of our favorite ones so far. We passed by this deer-like animal, which I believe is a gazelle. It was so beautiful, but it stayed a little bit far. And then we saw one of our favorites also is the zebra. They were just nice and just hanging out. And then we passed by the cheetah. Oh my gosh, you guys, it was beautiful. And then it would just walk around, which obviously I missed because I just forgot to record it. And then it was just there, so majestic. It was literally just beautiful, breathtaking. And then as we walk into another land to go and see the giraffe, oh my gosh, this was the highlight of our trip. Giraffes are just, I was speechless. I love giraffes. And then a cute little ostrich. And the ostrich just cracks me up. And then the giraffes, like, they're just, like, I'm speechless. You know what I mean? It's so beautiful. You just sit there and just stare at what they do, and they're just eating, and it was really nice. I don't know how else to explain it, to be honest with you. They were just so beautiful, and there were so many. And then there were the calves. It was really nice. Look at all of these additions that are coming.
Hey, leave it alone.
That's so. Melly, wait, baby.
Wait, mate. Ready?
Okay, give it to him.
Give it him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good job. Right on the...
Oh.
Wait, Kai. One at a time. Yeah.
Good job. Grab it, guy.
You're okay. Good. You grab it, man. Look, you just gotta give it him like this, Kai. Okay, you wanna show him? See? Just like that. Give him one. Put your hand up. It's okay. See? There, let help you. There you go, Kai.
Hey, turn around and
one
take
more,
pictures.
one more.
Oh, okay.
Melly, be careful.
Oh no, sorry, Mr. Giraffe.
All right, stand right there, take a
Okay,
picture.
take pictures. So what did you guys think of feeding the giraffes?
I like them.
Yeah? What did it do? What did you do?
We feed them.
Yeah?
And they drink some water.
Did you like the feeding the giraffes?
They lick me.
It licked you? What's on your shirt?
A giraffe.
Yeah, mommy too. Okay. Then we saw some camels, and then we walked over to go and look at some cattle, which the horns were just massive. And we just saw all the animals in Australia, in Africa, which was so much fun. So much fun. And now we are going to go look for a bite to eat. So exciting. We walked around this little market area over there by the Africa, and it was really nice and open. The social distancing was fantastic. We didn't feel nervous at all. And then we just walked closer over to North America. There wasn't any crowds, to be honest with you guys. It's good to know that they have hiking trails. My dad loves to hike. Then we just kept walking, and then we walked a little closer to an area that had a little merry-go-round, and it was nice. So we walked by some other little mammals. I forgot the name of this one. Then we stopped by the jaguar, and oh my gosh, it was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Then we just saw this little area that the kids just wanted to get out and just go look. It was like a little swamp. And then there was a fun little turtle that they could just climb on top of real quick for quick photos. Awesome. And it was away from a bunch of people. Like there was just a little family here, and then they just left, and it was nice. We spent like about 10 minutes here just relaxing. And then we were off to just walking around some more, and it was just so nice. The part of nature that I usually don't see where I am at is the desert, and it was just really nice and refreshing to see. And then my husband just stopped over to this little map place that has the Coachella Valley on it, which was cool. And then we just kept walking. It was really nice. It was quiet. It was really, really relaxing. And then that was it. It was just such a great time. That was such a fun experience. As we were leaving, we saw that more people were coming in, and still no crazy crowds. We still felt safe. It was a great, great time. Thank you so much, Living Desert, for the hosted experience. It was so much fun. Melly feeding the giraffe, seeing all the animals. Kai, say thank you.
Thank you, Kai.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. It was such a great time. Bye. We are here at the Wildlights of spring, and we are so excited. Woohoo! Can't wait to bring you guys. You know it's a good day when The Greatest Showman is showing. This is The Greatest Show! Okay, so there is a map and times. I can't wait to see it. So there's a flower wall. Ooh, and some treats over here. We're gonna have to check them out.
Here, Melly and Kai.
So this wall, it's a flower wall. It is so pretty. And they have lighting, which is actually really nice. Dude, just dance, dance, dance. Woohoo! Balls.
Look at the light, huh? That's pretty cool. Yeah, Melly, but you see the lights? It's changing colors.
Oh my gosh.
Melly, what is that? What animals are these?
Hold on.
Cheetahs. 2 giraffes. Nice, good eyes. Yup, good job.
And one brown.
Okay, let's go.
Come on, guys. Stay close. Come on, guys. Ooh, this is nice.
Unfortunately, I had to mute the music that went with this lighting there at the event. It was so perfect, but with copyright infringement on YouTube, I just could not figure out how to keep it playing. But just know it was really, really awesome. The ambiance, the lighting, it was honestly breathtaking. My children just had such a wonderful time looking at these lights, and they just brought so much joy. Everyone around us was singing to the song. It was really nice. It was Blinded Lights by The Weeknd, just in case you wanted to just play it while watching this. It was just such a fantastic time. cool. Churro stop. Gonna shake, 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 shake. All of the lights go to the songs, you guys. It's pretty awesome.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, so this is where the wallabies were. And they're closed, they're asleep. But we can walk through the fun path. The park looks so much different at night than it does during the day. It was so nice to see lit up, and with all these different colors around, the kids just had so much fun looking at all the colored lights and going through the same pathways we did when we were there during the day. They just were ecstatic about seeing all of the lights. And then they also had a wonderful time just holding hands and walking and just feeling free. There was still a bunch of people just on like a fun date night, and the distance wasn't even concerning. They were fine. They were far from us. We were far from them. We made sure that we were respectful of each other, and we just kept saying, "Excuse me," and then, people moved and then we moved. You just have to be respectful, especially during this time, and it was really nice. It was just such a fun time. Also, the kids got super tired because we do live about an hour and a half away from this location. It was really nice to have them just tire themselves out, have a great time, be active, and then by the time we were getting ready to leave, they were totally fine with it. Their feet weren't hurting, they were just ready to go, and I think this is why we love events like this, because they get to get out and participate and walk through and actually see what we are seeing as adults, and they definitely appreciate it. And then we got to the last of our paths where we were just deciding on where else to go, and Melanie chose to go towards the other way, which was Africa, and it was just really fun to see them. We were following them. They were in charge of our activity and adventure during this evening, and it was really cool. They absolutely enjoyed it. They loved the fact that almost every pathway was lit, and it was really easy to see. We didn't feel like it was too dark, and it was fun. Then we just kept walking. We just pretty much went at our own pace, looking at the kids, looking at all the lights. We were just watching everything that was going on. There was so many footprints in the ground. I really advise to take advantage of looking at those and maybe educating your little nuggets on what those footprints were. Every time we saw them, I made sure to tell them what kind of animal it was. This was probably my favorite pathway just because of the snowflakes. We totally felt like we were Elsa, the Snow Queen. It was so fun. Melanie just really loved the fact that it was just her and Kai and Dad just walking around. I had Troy on me in the baby wrap, and it was just such a wonderful night to be away from crowds, and it was fun. Go, Melly. Woohoo! And the sun can't stop us now. Thank you so much, Living Desert. So much fun. This is the greatest show. Ty, are you gonna dance?
No.
Nope. How am I like? Tell me, do you wanna go? Okay, thank you. Bye.